Hi, everyone. Let's get started. Welcome to HackViolet 2021. I'm Saiha, and here with me is Kriti, and we're the co-directors of HackViolet. We're super excited to be hosting the hackathon for you. And during the opening ceremony, we're going to go over some very important information, such as submission guidelines, events, prizes, our raffle, swag, and end with some introductions from our MLH rep, Google Cloud representative, and a short keynote speech. Now, I'd like to share some really awesome statistics from the event today. We had over 1,600 registrations. So thank you everyone for being here today and being ready to learn. We also have 70% female hackers, which is a really awesome goal. And thank you to those 30% who identify as something other than female for being here today and joining us for this Female Empowerment Hackathon as an ally. We also have over 50 mentors and judges who are here to support you, give you feedback, you in any way you need during the hackathon. And shout out to half the hackers who are hacking for the first time today. Us organizers, as well as your fellow hackers, are definitely here for you if you have any questions or need any guidance. So our mission for HackViolet is to encourage all genders to learn about and become change agents for the obstacles that females and other minorities face in computing and inspire more unified action. And that is why we invite students of all genders, all backgrounds to participate in this hackathon and engage in these exciting and much needed discussions.
This event would not be possible without AWC. The Association for Women in Computing is an amazing organization at Virginia Tech. We host this event annually, and this is our 4th year doing this. If you are a student at Virginia Tech, we highly encourage you to check out AWC at awc.org.vt.edu. And for any questions, please reach out to Mia on Discord. She is the AWC president and also our company sponsors chair for HackViolet. But her Discord is down there below for you to reach out to her. Additionally, this event would not be possible without our incredible sponsors all listed below. They provided endless support and are super excited to meet all of you. There'll be plenty of opportunities for you to meet with our sponsors, including a career fair happening right after this, workshops and activities, our sponsor panel, and the specific sponsor channels on Discord. Speaking of Discord, if you haven't joined, please stop what you're doing right now and scan the QR code to the left. This is where we will be hosting all of our communication, including event announcements, the links to these events, the ability to connect with our sponsors, our mentors, MLH reps, mentor voice channels, the ability to engage with other hackers and social channels, and just the ability to ask any questions and connect with us. One thing we do want to remind you of is that this is a professional environment, and though we're here to have fun, we want you to be mindful and considerate of others when you're engaging in Discord. This means that any offensive or inappropriate behavior will be removed immediately and will not be tolerated. We just want you to take this seriously, as it should be a safe space for everyone and it should be an inclusive space. And lastly, if you haven't already and you're confused as to why things aren't showing up on Discord, you have to complete the form in the check-in channel to receive full access to the server. It's a quick 2-minute form, but we just ask you to do this so that we can verify that you are still here and ready to participate and get some last-minute information for you to receive full access. But again, please follow the QR code to the left or the tiny URL to access the Discord if you haven't already. Also, our team has put together this hacker guide. This has answers to all of your questions regarding the schedule, prizes, submission guidelines, logistics, and swag, and so much more. We highly encourage you to take just a couple minutes out of your day to read through this guide. And if you have any persisting questions after that, please reach out to us and ask organizers. And we love to hear from you, but please just take a couple seconds out to read through this, and I'll answer all of your questions. And the schedule over here has all of the events and activities I should look forward towards. And again, the QR code on the left will take you right there, or the tiny URL below.
Now let's talk about prizes. We do not have a problem statement or specific theme that you must follow for our event, However, we have tons of prizes sponsored by HackViolet as well as our company sponsors that can guide you in what to create. When you submit to DevPost, you will indicate what prize categories you are going for, and you can apply for as many as you'd like. There's no limit. So here are our HackViolet prizes. We have a first and second place overall, as well as a first and second place for best first time hack. In order to have to be in a team of all first time hackers. We also have a couple of other various prizes like most impactful data driven, best UI UX, best hack to support women, most creative hack, and best epic fail hack. In addition to those prizes, we have 9 prizes from our company's sponsors that you can apply for. For any details on what qualifies for these prizes, take a look at our dev post or reach out to a company representative in their sponsor channel on Discord. Okay, so now for submission guidelines. This part is really, really important. All of our submission times are in Eastern Standard Time. You must make an initial submission to DevPost by 10:30 a.m. EST on Sunday, January 31st. That is a little less than 24 hours from right now. This initial submission is what we will use to finalize the prize categories that you are submitting for. If you don't submit your project by this time, you won't be eligible for prizes. All final edits to that submission must be made by 12:30 p.m. EST, and that is when judging will begin. These times are hard deadlines, so please plan in advance and ask us any questions that you have about that. On your DevPost submission page, you'll include all team members, prize categories you submit for, a GitHub repo link, as well as a 3-minute maximum demo video. There will be no live demos. Some rules for the hackathon and the project are that they must be completed during the hacking period, they cannot be submitted to other hackathons, and they must be original work from the teammates listed. Finally, some of the judging criteria that we're going to use for our overall prize, as well as our first time hack prize, are creativity, technology, design, and completion. And our other prize categories will include other topics based off of what those specific prize categories include.
Moving on to the workshops and activities we have planned for all of you, we have an action-packed weekend planned with over 20 plus events, including our career fair happening right after this and our 2 panels. Just some of our general workshops and activities. Right after this, we'll be having a team formation activity. So if you haven't found a team yet, we highly encourage you to engage in this speed networking style event. In addition, there is a Find Your Team channel on Discord for you to communicate with other hackers if you haven't already. Other than that, we'll have some great introductory workshops from VT Hack, CMDA Club, AWC, including Python, data science, and collaborating with Git. We highly recommend this workshop if you are submitting a project, as this is required for DevPost. Emily is hosting 2 really cool events from Capture the Flag and Bob Ross's MS Paint. Percentage Project is hosting a super cool talk about exploring data-driven advocacy. We'll have some cool trivias from coding and HackViolet and Women in Tech trivia, where you'll be eligible to win an Amazon gift card if you win. We'll have a cool game night at 10:30 p.m. And tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., if you want to hear me and Sneha talk again, we'll be hosting a How to Demo and DevPost workshop. And if this is your first time demoing or putting anything on DevPost, we highly recommend you attend this. We'll get the best tips and all the necessary information to submitting a project. And one last event I want to highlight is our Hacker Hour tomorrow. This is a great way to de-stress and unwind and talk to other hackers on a Zoom call. And we'll have a cool event planned for all of you to just meet other hackers and just de-stress after coding. Other than our specific events, we have our highlight event is our Women in Tech panel happening today, 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. EST. This is an amazing event to meet some phenomenal women in the tech industry who all started where you are right now. We have Kirtana from GitHub, Mindy from Apple, Ishita from Facebook, Kara from Google, and Maitri from Path AI. These are all some phenomenal women in tech who have some amazing experiences to share with you. So we highly recommend taking advantage of this event and meeting these great people and networking with them after the event as well. Other than our events, we have some great company events planned for you all as well. Our company sponsored career fair is happening right after this, 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. EST. If you've already signed up for the career fair, there's nothing more you have to do. We should have sent you a link for registering on Brazen, which is our career fair platform. If you haven't received a link but have signed up on the Sign Up Genius, please send us a message in the career fair channel on Discord. But these are the amazing companies who will be attending. They have a lot to share with you about opportunities, and they will just love to talk to you. But just be mindful that Brazen definitely does have some long wait lines at times. So don't feel discouraged if you don't get to talk to the company of your choice. We'll have plenty of other opportunities for you to engage with these companies, including our company sponsor panel, which I'll speak about shortly, in addition to our sponsor channels. So we'll have a sponsor channel per company where you can talk to them over Discord about any questions, opportunities, and some of them might be willing to hop onto a Zoom call or voice channel to talk more. And our sponsor panel is very similar to Women in Tech panel, but this is something that we have hosted for you to be able to talk to some really great, diverse engineers, directors, supervisors from these three great companies, RSM, Bloomberg, and Estee Lauder. This will be happening today, 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. This is a great way to talk to our sponsors in a more intimate setting, and they will love to talk to you about any questions you may have. And for any other sponsor events, please feel free to check out our schedule. They have over 9 workshops and activities planned for you, ranging from introductory workshops and such as React to more engaging and fun and activities such as our emerging tech talk from ELC. For any attending event, or any event that you attend, please fill out the event attendance form, which will be sent in the Zoom. This is necessary to receive swag. This is how we'll track if you're actually attending an event or not. This will be sent every single Zoom, so please feel free to fill that out. And every event that you attend will be one entry into our raffle. Our raffle will have 3 winners announced at the closing ceremony, which will all receive $20 Amazon gift cards. So we highly encourage you to attend as many events, workshops, and activities as you can. These are great ways to be more engaged within the hackathon and meet some really cool people. And lastly, swag. Make sure to fill out the attendance forms at every single event to be eligible for swag. We will be having 3 tiers of swag. The first is attending at least one event. This will give you the ability to receive a sticker and a postcard delivered to you. A tier 2 is attending 5+ events, which will give you some cool mini swag. And tier 3 is demoing, submitting a project to DevPost, or we'll be sending you a t-shirt, in addition to tier 1 and tier 2 swag. Unfortunately, we will not be able to ship tier 2 and tier 3 swag internationally, but we are still looking into alternatives on how we can highlight our international participants and honor you guys in some way. So please be patient regarding that, but as of now, we'll only be shipping tier 1 swag internationally.
We wouldn't have been able to put on this amazing event without the help of MLH. This is actually our first year as an MLH member event, and it's been a blast. So now we'll have our MLH representative here today, Mackenzie, introduce herself in a quick video, as well as talk about the MLH sponsored prizes. All right, it looks like we're having a little bit of trouble playing the audio on the video, so give us 1 minute. In the meantime, let us know where you guys are hacking from. We know we have a lot of international hackers and stuff, so we'd love to hear about where you guys are right now.
Would put you in the right direction. I'm also a software engineer at IBM. Everything you need to know this weekend will be at this URL, hack.mlh.io. If you miss anything from this presentation, you'll probably be able to find it there. Be sure you are in the HackViolet Discord so that you can connect with other hackers, the organizers, and myself throughout the weekend. But what is Major League Hacking? Well, we are the global hacker community made up of 135,000 plus hackers just like you all around the world. And by being here this weekend, you're winning points for your hacker community or your school. You can also win points by bringing your friends to other member events, local hack day events, and local host workshops. What are we doing here this weekend? Well, at 6 p.m. this evening, I'll be running the U.S. Air Force Cybersecurity Challenges, which is a series of 3 capture the flag style challenges where you get to learn some neat things about cybersecurity. No experience is necessary. Most people come away from this having learned something cool. And we also have prizes for the top 3 fastest finishers of these challenges. And then at 8:30 p.m. this evening, we will be taking a very chill break from hacking by following a Bob Ross painting tutorial using an MS Paint clone. This is an awesome activity, and I love seeing what other people have made and potentially tweeting out some of your art on the MLH accounts. By participating in the hackathon this weekend, you've earned yourself a 2021 season mascot mask with Ellie the Elephant on it, brought to you by Capital One, and these will be sent out with some other sticker swag. To make sure that you receive your swag for participating, make sure you have filled out the MLH address form, which you might have that already, but if not, I'll certainly be spamming that in Discord so that everyone fills out their address and we can send you this swag. GitHub has their Draw an Octocat, Win an Octocat competition, and you can take a break from hacking and draw your version of GitHub's mascot, Mona Lisa the Octocat, in any medium you'd like. It can be digital, it can be on paper. We don't care. We just want to see what you did. Tweet that entry at GitHub Education and at MLHacks with the hashtags MyOctocat and HackViolet2021. At the end of the weekend, I will choose the most creative drawing, and they will receive an Octocat figurine from GitHub. GitHub also has their student developer pack for you this weekend, which is hundreds of dollars in free developer tools. I wish I had taken more advantage of this when I was a student. All you need to do is sign up with your .edu email. You can even just Google the GitHub student developer pack. It will come up right at the top, and that's where you can sign up for that. We have all the resources you need this weekend, including a free domain from domain.com, so you can claim a free .tech, .space, or .online domain using this weekend's code, Code the Snow. There in the bottom right-hand corner, Code the Snow will get you a year of your free domain name. And the team with the most creative domain name registered will receive domain.com backpacks. Google Cloud has you covered with up to $100 in free Google Cloud credits. This is where you can host your hack or use a ton of Google's other APIs and resources. You should have received an email with your personal code to sign up for these credits. If you did not, first check your spam box, and then you can also reach out to me. I have extra credits for everyone. Best use of Google Cloud will win Google Cloud branded backpacks. If you are interested in hacking with hardware or a hardware emulator or even a home device like an Alexa this weekend, you're eligible to win the Best Hardware Hack sponsored by DigiKey. And this prize is Grove beginner kits with Arduino Unos, so you can continue with your love of hacking on hardware. If you have no idea where to start this weekend, we have hackathon starter kits for you over on the MLH and GitHub. This will get you started with a project based around Node.js, Radar, Python, or DataStax, and I think there are even more, but check those out. And here's an overview of the prizes for this weekend. Best use of Google Cloud, best domain name for domain.com, the GitHub Octocat drawing competition, and best hardware hack sponsored by DigiKey. Everyone who demos tomorrow, Sunday, will receive an I demoed sticker from MLH, but it doesn't matter if your hack isn't perfect or isn't even complete. We want to see what you've built. That's the whole point of this, so please be sure to demo and get this exclusive sticker, which you will not be able to get anywhere else. If you are looking for an awesome job or internship right now, I know a lot of people are. The MLH Career Lab has companies that are so eager to hire hackers just like you. On a more serious note, By being here this weekend, you've agreed to the MLH Code of Conduct, which says that MLH hackathons are a safe space for everyone. No abuse or harassment or trolling are tolerated. Unfortunately, it's a lot easier for people to do this online because we forget that there's a person on the other end of each one of these accounts and computers. But please treat everyone as respectfully as you would if this hackathon were in person. If you hear anything or see anything, you can DM me, DM one of the organizers, or we have these incidents, email, and phone number to report anything. With that being said, thanks again to all of our partners, and happy hacking! I will see you over in Discord.
Awesome. Thank you, Mackenzie. And like she said, if you have any questions for her about MLH, feel free to ask them in our hashtag AskMLH channel on Discord. So now I'd like to introduce Brian Lozano, who will be speaking on behalf of our sponsor, Google Cloud, about Google Cloud credits and their sponsor prize and such. So take it away, Brian.
Thank you so much for that introduction. Awesome. There's my screen. Sweet. Okay, everyone can see. So, hi everyone. My name is Brian. My pronouns are they and them, and I'm part of the Hackathon Operations and Education Outreach Programming here at Google Cloud. So our challenge this weekend for HackViolet is about Google Cloud. Cloud computing is getting things done using someone else's computer. So when you use Google Cloud, you're using Google's computers. So what is Google Cloud? Google Cloud lets you build, host applications and websites, store data, analyze data, all on Google's highly scalable and reliable computing infrastructure. How cool is that, guys? Some of our popular products are App Engine, which help deploy web apps, mobile backends to the cloud, Firebase, our mobile development platform featuring real-time database, and some of our databases, Cloud Firestore, Cloud SQL, and Cloud Storage. We also have the Google Maps platform that allows you guys to analyze all the data in Google Maps in a series of API formats stated here. And incorporating Google Maps does allow you guys to be eligible for our sponsored challenge. I also want to highlight Google Cloud's machine learning APIs. These allow you to gain insights into your data using pre-trained machine learning models hosted on Google Cloud. What's awesome about these is that you don't actually need to know how to use any machine learning to use them. You're simply using the power of Google Cloud's machine learning to analyze your data. So some of these APIs are video intelligence, vision, speech, natural language, and translation. So as we can see here in the Vision API, we have landmark detection that helps to detect key figures within your photos. Also as well within the Vision API, we have label detection, which helps to analyze what's going on in your photos with a confidence score from 0 to 100%. As you can see here, it has detected a resort, swimming pool, vacation, and etc. Also as well within our Vision API, we also have face detection. So it helps to detect every faces in the pictures and also helps to analyze what kind of emotions are they expressing, is it joy, sorrow, anger, surprise, and all that. Also as well too, I like to briefly touch over our natural language API entity detection. It helps to detect keywords in your text. So as you can see here, it helped to analyze Pennsylvania, Biden, and campaign trail. Also as well, sentiment analysis helps your hackers to kind of analyze how positive or negative your text can be. Also as well, I'd like to briefly go over our API challenge for this weekend at HackViolet. It's called the best use of Google Cloud. Use any Google Cloud product, Firebase does count, and also Google Maps to qualify. Each member of the winning team will receive a Patagonia backpack and a water bottle. Also, for our second place team, each member will receive a Google Cloud Parkland backpack. Which is awesome is that this backpack is made from recycled water bottles and apples. Never knew you can make a backpack out of apples. Also as well, everyone should receive $25 in cloud credits. So please, if you have not, reach out to Mackenzie that can help you reclaim your $25 in Google Cloud credits with eligibility to receive up to $100 in cloud credits. Also as well, we do have a Firebase Tech Talk where my colleague Andrea will go over Cloud Firestore, Firebase hosting, and Firebase authentication at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. So come and join us. If you have any questions or need help, please find us out, or please actually reach out to us in our Discord channel. Thank you so much, and happy hacking, everyone.
Thank you, Brian. Definitely take advantage of all of those awesome opportunities that Google Cloud has for everyone. So finally, we're going to wrap up this opening ceremony with a wonderful keynote given by Rachel Green, who is also from Google Cloud. Rachel is a human capital investor who is passionate about growing, educating, and expanding the pipeline of female leaders across the globe. When she's not pursuing her entrepreneurial endeavors, this ambitious young woman can be found walking the halls of Google Austin as a DEI program manager and also serves as a Google Austin community leader. In said roles, Rachel works to bridge relationships with the local community and also co-leads 2 of Google's annual global initiatives. Unfortunately, Rachel couldn't be here with us live today, but she did record a special video for us to give you guys some great words to start hacking with.
Hi, everyone. I have great news to share with you. At the end of this keynote today, you will be able to download a certificate that certifies you as an ally. Isn't that awesome? Well, it would be pretty cool, but it's not true, nor should it be, because allyship is not something you earn by doing one act. It's a series of actions that are focused and fueled by the desire for justice and equality. And it's not solved overnight. My name is Rachel Green, and I am a Diversity Recognition and Culture Program Manager for Google Cloud. Prior to joining this role, I served as a staffing professional where I assisted with the hiring processes for a number of teams across Google. In that role, I worked very closely with new managers to consult with them on hiring best practices. Now, there was this particular case that will stay with me throughout my entire career. And for the sake of this story, let's just call the hiring manager Mr. Smith. So, Mr. Smith had only been with the company for a few months and was under pressure to quickly hire for his team. He currently had 3 male employees and was eager to hire one more to what he considered a niche position. When I sat down to review the candidate pipeline with Mr. Smith, I encouraged him to extend the search to ensure he had a more diverse candidate pool, one that had diversity of gender and experience. Since at this point, he had only shown interest in male candidates. So I knew from that he had not exhausted all of his options. In his anxiety to prove himself as a new manager at a new company and to also meet a previously desired deadline, he quickly said to me, "I don't have time for this. If women want to apply, they would. And it's obvious that if women qualified for this role, that they would apply. They just don't exist." I chuckled to myself and I smiled at Mr. Smith and I said, "I qualify for this role. So let me be the first to tell you that we do exist." You see, this was not the first time I had heard that phrase before. They do not exist. It was the last time I was going to let it slide, especially by Mr. Smith. And I just sat there and I said to myself, hello, world, we do exist. You see, allyship is in its best form, comes from bravery to speak up during times of challenge. And like a muscle, over time, you begin to build up that strength to use it more and more. In that instance, I had been preparing for this topic to resurface somewhere along my journey. So I was armed and prepared to have this courageous conversation. But poor Mr. Smith didn't know what hit him. In sheer shock that I had responded in the way that I did, he looked at me like I had 3 heads. And just as shocked as he was by my statement, he shocked me back when he replied to me, then help me. Then help me. And so I did. With 2 more weeks' time, my team and I provided a diverse group of candidates that included diversity of gender, background, race, education, and diversity of thought to interview for this role. In the end, Mr. Smith hired not 1, but 2 women to his team. Now, I could have just agreed with him, went with the flow, and moved on to my next role. But I just kept hearing in my head, Rachel, silence is complicit. Allyship and advocacy has the power to set boundaries and change outcomes. When you see wrong is occurring, you must act on it and speak up for what is right. The phrase silent is complicit is a scary thing. It's like saying, everyone is looking at me, so what am I going to do? And it is a scary situation to be in. But let me tell you from firsthand experience that over time, it gets easier. I was terrified to stand up to Mr. Smith. However, I was willing to sacrifice my own comfort for the sake of someone else's future success. And that's what real allyship is. Not living in our own comfort zone, but marching towards bravery. Bravery to speak up for those who are marginalized, silenced, and misunderstood. To show that differences are not a bad thing. They're not a bad thing at all. And there could be good found in having differences in backgrounds and looking like someone else. Allyship builds authentic relationships and grows bonds. Take Mr. Smith, for example. He stayed in contact with me, and when he left the company, he actually called on me to present hiring best practices to his new team. Now, isn't that something? So I'd like to leave with you today a call to action, whether it's for yourself or for someone else. You have the power to change the way the world is shaped. And while it may be scary at first, with practice, your muscle will strengthen because the alternative is complying. And we have to make sure that everyone knows that we do exist. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak to you today. I hope that you all enjoy the rest of the conference, and I hope that you all make sure that everyone knows that you exist. Thank you, and have a great day.
Awesome. Thank you.
I have great news.
Thank you again to Rachel for providing us with those inspiring words to start off the hackathon with. And thank you to everyone for joining our opening ceremony. If you have any questions at all, please put them in the #AskOrganizers channel on Discord. Our entire organizing team will be answering questions in there throughout the event. And if you still don't have a team, head over to Team Formation, which has already started, but definitely head on over there if you want to find a team. And otherwise, have fun and get hacking, guys.